So today I thought I would do a review of the North Face Terra 40 pack. And this was actually the pack that we mentioned in the Bug Out review. But I thought I would do a review just on the pack so that if you were considering buying this particular pack, you would know all the features that it offers. We'll start with the back side of the pack, and you'll notice this is an interior frame pack. There's no metal bars or anything on the outside. You have lots of padding down the back and even kind of a mesh netting that's supposed to allow air to go through. I don't think that works very well, but it is very comfortable, has a lot of lumbar support. Another good feature of this pack is the waist belt that it has. It's very thick and it has a lot of padding, and that's what you want in a good pack, because ultimately you want the weight of the pack on your waist and not on your back, and this pack allows you to do that. We'll kind of lean the pack down. Looking at the very top, we have a pocket, and we have two zippers so you can open it or close it from either direction. And within this pocket we have another pocket, and this pocket is a mesh netting, and then you have the small hook that a lot of times I'll put my keys on that to keep those from being lost. So that zips up. And a lot of times with these packs, I like to put all my zippers in the middle for two different reasons. I think it makes it easy to get to, and also most people don't do that. And so I know if I look at my pack and my zippers are together and in the center, more than likely I was the last one in that pack. So that's the very top. Looking at the very top. So the very top opens and flaps over. And you'll notice we have kind of a draw sack going on. And one thing that I do with these, I take all the cordage out that comes with the pack, and I replace it with 550 paracord, because you can never have enough 550 paracord. And this opens up into your main compartment, and we'll actually take a look inside of here in just a second. There's so many pockets and pouches on this particular pack, you can actually get lost looking for them all. So I thought we would look at some of the exterior pockets and make sure we cover all of them. So on the very front you can see where it actually says Terra 40, and there's a pocket here. Now this pocket, it's kind of, the material here is kind of stretchy almost, which I kind of like. It allows you to get a snugger fit on such things as toilet paper, which is a great thing to put in this front pack because it's on the outside and it's easy to get to, and that's something you want to be able to get to when you need it. On the side we also have another zip pocket with that same elastic material. And then you have down below a mesh pocket, and this one is good for water bottles or things like your hatchet. And then we have this, we have lots of compression straps on these, which I actually use to secure equipment to the pack itself. So turning the pack on the other side, you have those same two identical pockets on this side. And I kind of like that on this particular pack it's green, but the inside is orange. I think that's a really neat contrast. And you have that same mesh netting over here as well. Two compression straps, which a lot of times you can take a carabiner and hook onto that and put the equipment in here, and that way it's in the pocket and it's also attached. So if you drop this thing and it goes down a cliff or a hill, all your equipment should hopefully still be there. So that's our exterior pockets on this particular pack. Let's move to the very bottom. We have a couple of loops that we can also secure equipment to, and a couple down here as well. That's good for rolled up sleeping bags and such. Again, double zipper. And the very bottom of the pack opens, and this is kind of a unique feature because it allows you to get to the contents of the bottom of your pack without going down all the way into it and digging things out. So I'll kind of fold that out, and you can see the bottom. Now, one thing that's really neat is that you have this compartment here which separates the contents from the bottom of your pack from the top of your pack. And these just have little hooks and loops that come undone. And so if you need to access something in the upper portion of your pack, You can do that from the bottom and go up in there that way. And we'll hook these back. I think this compartment is really good for a sleeping bag. And we'll zip this back up. Again, zippers in the middle and together. That's just my preference. Let's see if we can get a view on the inside. Now, I told you this was an internal frame pack. Here's how you get to that. At the very top of the pack, you'll see two Velcro tabs. And this black piece here is kind of a hard, it's fairly flexible, but it keeps the pack rigid. And you can actually slide that out and make this a completely soft, like a regular backpack. But I like to keep it in because it keeps the pack rigid and allows it to hold its shape. Looking a little bit deeper inside the pack, there's one elastic compartment that you can slide contents down into, and I think that's good for maps. And it's also good for a small tent that we featured in the bug out video. It fits perfect in this compartment. And other than that, it's hard to show on film, but it's just one big main compartment. You have lots of room in this pack. Now, one thing that I'd like to mention is that this pack is fairly water resistant, not necessarily waterproof. So anything that you need to be waterproof, like toilet paper, food, other toiletries, you need to put those in waterproof bags within the pack. And that way you know that your stuff will stay dry. And then we'll just mention, as we mentioned, the shoulder or the waist strap. The shoulder straps also have excellent amount of padding. And then you have different ways to secure the straps together to keep things from flopping around, as well as an over the top grab carry handle. And that concludes the Terra 40 made by the North Face.